Hi guys, Lord of Audits here. I'm at Cambridgeshire Police and Fire Headquartes in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire. Just going to have a walk on the site, see what it's all about. Pretty big site. So let's have a look and see what's about. Says it's a no smoking site. Creating a safer Cambridgeshire Police Headquartes. Security notice. Closed circuit TV surveillance in operation. Unauthorised vehicles will be clamped. Tailgating is strictly prohibited. Getting some looks. And some more looks. It's got a mail room. Lots of pigeonholes for all the post. And then you've got the reception. All visitors report to reception. Wheelchair access to reception. Got the yellow phone. Yeah, there's the yellow phone. So we've got a wheelchair ramp for the disabled, which is good. Goes up into a lift, which looks like it's stuck halfway up, oh, it's stuck at the top. Yeah, it's not a bad looking site actually. A maximum of 6 people are permitted to wait in reception. Please form a queue outside. This door has been restricted. All visitors, as per government guidance, please wear a face covering when entering the building. It's good that they've got a telephone on site, but I haven't seen a thingy yet. No, I'm fine, thank you. I was just having a walk round.
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll go wherever we can go that's publicly accessible. Policeman over there, coming this way with lots of parcels. Oh, no, he's gone off down there now. Yeah. We'll have a wander around. Got canteen. Gymnasium. Hi mate. No, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, That's what I'm doing.
Is it not obvious?
Do you work here?
No.
Okay.
Jack, this part's private. Go back to the barrier, that's public access. Just pop back there.
Under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, there's no signs or anything to say that I'm not allowed down here.
It's back down there, so where the public barrier is. I've got no issue with going back down to the public barrier.
I see. I was going to be looking at the yellow phone there in a minute. Is that not yet accessible for the public?
Do you need to use the public phone?
I might check up on a case that I'm dealing with in a minute. Yeah.
If you want to go back down to the phone, there's not an issue. Or the barrier's there, that's where the public access starts and begins.
Yeah, but there's no signs or anything to say.
Oh, we're telling you that's where it is.
But there needs to be signs.
I'm just informing you now. Do you want, I'll escort you back down there. There's no issue with that at all. You can go back outside to the public barrier.
This is all publicly accessible. Is what I'm saying to you. I've checked. I've checked. This is all publicly accessible.
Okay, this is private premises.
Paid by the. Paid by.
Paid by who?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm asking. Who pays for it?
I'm asking you who pays for it. This
Well, the taxpayer.
This is private access. So.
It's not. There's no signs to say so. There is no signs. I promise you. I've looked. I wouldn't come on here if there was no signs.
What is your intention?
Just to have a walk round. There's nothing to say I can't do that. I've been on Bedfordshire Headquartes, Hertfordshire, no problems at all there. And yet I've encountered problems here today. What's the issue?
No problem with, sir.
You're walking around police premises.
Like I've done at Bedfordshire and like I've done at
You've not
Hertfordshire.
done it, Bedfordshire. You've walked around these police premises today. We're asking you, is there a reason for that?
No, this is the first time you've asked me what I'm doing.
Okay. So what are you doing?
What you're trying to do is be tyrants and stop me from coming on.
No, sorry, sir. No one's trying to be tyrants here.
Well, you're being tyrannical by saying
Not at all.
you're not allowed on this part. There's no signs anywhere.
Sir, with all due respect, the current terror threat level was just raised, wasn't it? We wouldn't be doing our jobs correctly.
Absolutely.
Please let me speak. If a person was walking in here...
Firstly, can we stop there? Can you identify yourselves, please?
Yeah, my name's James.
And you are what?
I'm a police officer.
Have you got a badge or card, please? Because at the moment you could just be a member of the public.
That's fine. My identity's in the van.
I'd like to see it, please.
I've got a badge.
Yes, thank you.
I'm Detective Sergeant.
This guy's interacted with me. I'd like to make sure he's a police officer if you don't
He's
mind.
definitely a police officer, but I'll interact with you now, okay? You are on police premises.
I didn't think for 1 minute I wasn't.
The secure barriers should make it clear to you that you're now trespassing.
No,
And if
no,
you don't
not at
have
all.
If you don't have a valid purpose for being here...
I do. I'm
we'll
going to be
have-
using the yellow phone in a minute.
Oh, well, I'll walk you to the yellow phone, you can use it now. But if that's all you're going to do, go and use the yellow phone.
This is why this is publicly accessible. The whole area is publicly accessible. I've already checked.
It may be security
I've already
flawed.
checked when I rang up.
It may be security flawed. However, the secure barriers that exist should make it clear to you that you're now on private property.
No, what they mean to me is that cars aren't allowed beyond this point. However, I've not jumped any barriers.
No.
I've walked down pathways. Please let me talk. I'll let you
No,
talk.
because no one's suggesting that.
I say another tyrant.
No, I'm not a tyrant.
You are, because you wanted me to hear you out, and I've done that, and now I'm trying to repeat
I don't
relay
want
to you my.
I don't want you to hear me out.
I just did.
I want you to listen to what I'm saying. Go and use the yellow phone, or please leave the premises and go to the other side of the secure barrier.
I don't understand why. There's no signs that say private
There may
property.
be no signs, but
Can we get a sergeant down here,
I
please?
am a sergeant.
Right, can we get one that's a bit more knowledgeable on Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972?
I'm sure you can, sir, but I'm asking you as nicely as I can to leave private property. You
It's
have no
not
va-
private.
you
Who
have-
pays for it?
You have no valid reason for being
Yes, I do.
here. You want to use the yellow phone, use the yellow
I
phone.
should be using the yellow phone in a second. It doesn't say there's a time limit as when I've got to use the yellow phone.
No, there doesn't. But you're not given any justification for being here, are you?
I don't have to.
Well,
It's publicly accessible under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, which basically implies that I'm allowed onto these public areas unless they're barriered off, which they're not, because I've walked up pathways which aren't barriered off, and that is UK law. I'm sorry, if you don't like it, take it out with the government that you work for.
it's not whether I like it or not. You're not given any valid reason for being
I
here.
don't have to. I don't have to give a valid reason to be in Tesco's and doing this. I don't have to give a valid reason for being anywhere that I'm doing this. It's a lawful activity in a public place. This is a public place. It wouldn't be a public place if it didn't have a public yellow phone out there to use.
Is there any reason you need to be here? Is there anything you're doing that justifies you being here?
Yes,
What?
I've just told you I'm making a video. I told one of your colleagues just now I'm making a video. I've got nothing to hide.
No, you do understand we're living in quite security conscious times, though. You
We
do
have done
understand
since
that.
2000.
Yeah, but particularly now, the terrorist threat's just gone up to severe.
Yeah.
So you do understand why you're being approached and asked the questions, yeah?
Ask the questions, but don't force me off the land.
Nobody's forcing you anyway.
You are. You're telling me you're going to walk me back to the.
No, I don't think...
You're backtracking.
No,
You understand by what you're saying, or you
no
don't.
point did I say I'm going to walk you off. What I said to you is I asked you nicely if you'd go the other side of the barrier. I didn't say you'd be walked off, escorted off or anything. I asked you if there's any reason you're here.
What reason do you want me to go back behind the barrier?
Because you have no justifiable reason for being here.
I've told you I have.
You've made sufficient video and you have sufficient...
How do you know
footage
I've
of
made?
me.
How do you know I've made sufficient
Well,
video?
You've been here for more than 10 minutes
But
already.
you've stopped me.
You also want to go home.
I do want to
Yeah,
go
you
home,
want to go
yes.
home. He's here with us, so thanks for your help. But get yourself home.
Okay, well there's
Yeah.
clearly security barriers here and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
accept
no
the
worries.
legislation the gentleman's
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
forward, but nevertheless...
I'm an auditor. I know the laws. I wouldn't be on here if I didn't know what I was talking about.
My friend, if you've got nothing better to do, okay.
I've got plenty of better
literally-
things to do.
Well, why don't you go do them then?
Because of this,
I'll leave it to
Cheers,
it.
Skip. Thank you.
this I enjoy doing. I enjoy looking at all the police
Well
cars.
done.
I should be walking around the back, and
Well done. My friend, listen, you are kind of right in that it is a public accessible.
I'm not kind of right. I'm definitely right.
Okay, but if you've really got nothing better to do, okay.
You're talking to me and talking down to me as if I've got nothing better to do.
You
Why the
obviously
attitude?
haven't, have you?
I get paid for doing this.
Who pays you?
YouTube.
Right. Okay. I think you're just trying to get a reaction.
No, I
Trying
came
to
on
get
here
attention.
to show my
And what I'm
viewers.
going to do is not give you that. Okay. We will be keeping you monitored.
That's absolutely
okay?
fine. I've got
And,
nothing, no nefarious
good day to you.
intentions. Thank you very much. Can I take your badge number, please? You refusing me your badge number? That's against your policy. Your collar number. I want your collar number. You've approached me. I can't see your collar number. I want you to tell me your collar number, please. I need to make a complaint about yourself. I can't do that.
You've got a phone here somewhere that you can use.
Yeah, but I need to identify yourself. You should identify yourself. And you've got no epaulets on, no collar number visible. Why won't you identify yourself, please?
Goodbye.
You're breaking your code of ethics. Tyrant. Point proven. I'm allowed on site. So, to make a complaint about that idiot. It's all police so far. I haven't seen anything fire. Oh, is this fire over here, is it? PE and rehabilitation unit. I don't suppose there's any windows that we can get into. You're entering a public space. Please wear a face covering. Well, I'm not entering, but to me, I'm a member of the public. You're entering a public space. It is against the law to smoke on these premises. Well, I'm not smoking in there. You're entering a public space. Unison. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. No, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
Just having a walk around.
Okay.
It's publicly accessible, so I thought I'd
No, I
make a
thought it
video.
was, private.
No, I've already established that it's public.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't think the public had access. It says private, no access.
Where does it say that?
on the gate. Come with me, I'll show you.
I've already looked on the gate. It doesn't. You go and have a look. Can I take your collar number, please, if you're
Yeah, 2249.
2249? And can I see your badge, please?
Yeah, thanks.
Andy McDonald. Thank you for identifying yourself. Some other tyrants refused to, which is against your policy.
Oh yeah, I don't think you should pop down. There's a chap down here videoing the building. And obviously, I don't think this is public access. Leave that to the ground. It's just going to pass the other side now. I've already got a gun, got a little man, but I don't think this chap should be within the ground.
It's already been established that I have. I just told you that.
Yeah, but
I'm being monitored by cameras, I was told. That I'm allowed to walk around. I just told you that.
If you just, can you come to the front with me so we can have a look together?
Yeah, when I finish doing what I'm doing, I'm not going to keep. I'm not going to get anywhere, am I? If I keep following
No, but
everybody.
if you come with me to the front and it says it's restricted, then you shouldn't be here doing this.
I've already looked though. It doesn't.
We disagree.
Right,
So
so
I'm
you go and
asking
have a
you to
look.
Come with me.
You go and have a look.
No,
The other
because-
police officers I've spoken to just now,
And who's that?
I don't know. They refused to identify themselves. I also said that just now.
Look, for politeness, please come with me. I'm asking you to come with me because I think you're not allowed here. as a
Right,
member
you
of
need to
public.
check with one of your colleagues, the site owner, the facilities manager or whatever. They'll tell you that it's publicly accessible. I've not jumped any barriers. I've not climbed any fences. I've walked straight on with the pathways provided.
But to be a visitor on site, we need to know who is on site, don't we? As
That's your
headquarters.
policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not law. Law says under Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972, I'm allowed to be on
Okay.
here.
But you're walking around.
Yeah.
It's obviously, like, we're in the day and the age of we don't know what people are doing, do we? You may.
We've
know,
already established that with the officers just now. There was about 7 of them came out and spoke to me.
but we don't know what you're doing, do we? Yeah. We're in. We're in a day and the age where things are getting. Call it terrorist attacks or whatever. People do bad stuff, and you're a person.
Which is why all the CCTV cameras, if you look at
So
them, I
you're
don't
a
know whether
person
are watching
here
it.
videoing police buildings.
Yeah,
And
that's-
I don't think members of public are allowed within the confines of headquarters.
But then there needs to be signs. There's clearly no signs.
There
If you
is
go,
signs.
there
So
isn't.
I'm saying
I
if
promise you
come-
there
If you
isn't.
come with me, I will show you the signs, and then if there's no signs, I'm sure we can carry on. But I think, because I come in here every day, there's signs saying it is no access to the public.
Right.
And it's clear.
I've got 3 of your colleagues around me now.
Yeah.
Right. I've already checked to make sure that doesn't. There's no signs. Why don't you run off and have a
I'm
look?
not happy with you being here.
Right.
I don't
I'm
think-
not the feelings police.
The bottom line is this.
Yep.
You are on private property.
Absolutely.
And you are
Sorry,
not-
before you start
and
talking to
you
me,
are
can you
being
identify
asked to
yourself,
leave.
please?
So signs or not,
I've been allowed to stay on.
That's where we find ourselves. So I now.
I've been okayed
asking
to stay
you-
on by one of your colleagues.
Well, I am now rescinding that. I'm asking you to leave.
Can you get a sergeant down, please?
I am a sergeant.
Right. Can you get
So
your
what I have
senior
to now
officer down,
do
please?
Is give you a reasonable amount of time to leave of your own accord under civil law,
Yep. I know what civil law is.
which is probably, if we were to walk out that way,
Yeah.
3 or 4 minutes. At which point, reasonable force can be used to eject you from the premises. Now, if you want to film from a public highway or a public path, you carry on. But I'm asking you now to leave private premises.
You're asking me to leave.
Yes, I am.
Right. That's all somebody has to do.
Lovely.
And I will leave the property.
Lovely.
No one at this stage has asked me to leave.
Fine.
I've been
That's
told
fine.
by your colleagues actually that
Fine, and that's where we are.
I've been told by your colleagues that I am allowed to be on here, and you're refusing me that right.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Right, that's your choice.
Yep.
Can I take your name, please?
Yeah, certainly. At the moment it's finished filming, I'm quite happy to walk with you and discuss it. It's not an issue at
I
all.
want to take your name, please,
Yes.
because at the moment you could just be a member of the public yourself.
Well, I've got my ID on.
I
so-
can't see your ID. Can I see your ID, please?
Yeah, there you go.
Elliot Duckett, Detective Sergeant. Okay, and your badge, collar number?
1364.
1364. Can I take yours, please?
You don't need his.
I don't, because
I'm
he's
asking
interacted
you
with me
now-
as well.
I'm asking you now to
If he
leave.
refuses to give me his identification, that is
And
against your policy, right?
It's
Can I
5
take
minutes past 3.
I haven't interacted with you, but
You've
my
just
name's
have.
James Campbell,
James Campbell? Thank you very much, James Campbell. Can I take your collar number as well?
2293.
And can I take your collar number as well?
Again.
Yeah, I'll take it again, just to make sure I've got it.
2249.
2249. Thank you.
Right.
What
I'll
we're gonna
follow
do
you out
now-
then, fella.
is I'm going to give you 2 minutes.
I'll follow you out
to
then.
leave.
I'm registered disabled. I can't walk as fast as most people.
well,
Okay,
I'll walk
well,
with you.
I'll walk slowly with you.
Yeah, that's
Go on
fine, thank you. And then we'll have a look for that sign, and then you'll see that I'm right. Yeah, is that a fair thing to say?
then. We'll agree to disagree because there's signs up saying it's.
Please,
private
please show
property,
me the
no
signs,
public
because
access.
if I'm in the wrong,
I've explained that I will for the last 5 minutes, but you wouldn't listen.
no,
seem to be
you haven't
waiting for the
turfed me off
magic
the
word.
site. You hadn't turfed me off the site. You just asked me what I was doing, and you didn't feel comfortable with it.
Told you that there was no public access, but either way round,
And I've told you that there's no signs. So can you please show me the signs, please?
that's what I've been trying to do for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, but now I'm being turfed off, so I'd like to see those signs that say no public access. Which is a fair thing to ask, isn't it? Right, I walked all the way down here so far. I haven't cut across the path here. I'm not interested in the cars or anything like that, getting them on video. So where does the public...
Question, what are you doing?
Filming.
Yeah, for what purpose?
Where does the... Sorry, chap.
So what are you doing? For what purpose?
Filming.
Yeah, for what purpose?
Sorry, chap. You were talking to me about where it's not publicly accessible and stuff like that. Where is that from, you saying?
Public path.
Public path?
Yep. So
Okay.
Where he looks filming.
Okay. Can I just show you something, please?
No, we're leaving.
I've got to make a phone call on your phone. I need to make a complaint about some officers.
You know what? I'm not happy with you doing it. Off you go.
I need to make a phone call. I've got a
Yeah.
legitimate reason to
Off
be
you
here.
go. You've
You-
not got a legitimate reason.
Okay.
You've been asked to leave several times, and you're not.
I've got a legitimate complaint to make about
In
officers.
fact, I'm really worried about what you're doing.
I'm sure you are, but there's nothing nefarious in my intent.
Oh, I don't know that, do I?
Can you show me a sign here? There's no signs?
No, they're out on the main road.
Right, I'll walk. You don't need to push me.
Well, I
But
do,
that
because
public
you
phone
keep
box
making
indicates that a
such
member of the public can ring up and use that phone, yes?
What?
That yellow phone that's just on the bottom of the ramp. That indicates...
There is, I'll explain this to you.
Right, I've got a legitimate reason.
Because I'm explaining it to you.
Okay.
There is an implied consent
Yeah.
for various properties that you can enter private land. Right? For instance, just use a non-contentious example.
Shopping centre.
Shopping.
Yep.
So if I work for Sainsbury's,
Yeah.
I want you in my store to buy my goods.
Yep.
So there is an implied consent that I will allow you on because I want you here. I.e., so we'll apply that to the public phone box you just mentioned. However,
Yep.
at any time,
That can be
without
removed.
Without reason, it can be removed,
Yeah.
which is exactly where we are now.
Yes,
So
but I've got a
whe-
legitimate
whether there are-
reason.
Whether there are signs or not, that's where we are, isn't it?
Okay. There is a legitimate reason for me to be here.
What's
I've
that
t-
then?
I need to make a complaint on the
I'm
phone.
Now, I'm now really late to pick up my child from school because of you. So I'll see
Yeah.
you. Have a great weekend.
Right.
I'll catch up with you.
We'll-
Can you
we'll
show me a
walk out.
sign? No, I
We'll
didn't
walk
think
out.
so.
We'll walk out, and I'm quite happy to.
There's no signs, is there?
To be fair, mate, what are you actually doing apart from trying to get a reaction from the
I
public?
came in
What are you
To
actually
video
doing?
my interaction with the
Right,
yellow phone when
what
I
are
make
you
the phone call
actually
in a
doing?
minute.
Think about what you're doing.
Think
Think about the
that's why
public
you've got the
money
camera as
that you're
well.
wasting.
To make sure,
Let's stop kidding each other, shall we? We're leaving.
I've got a legitimate reason.
We're leaving.
I've got a legitimate reason to make a
we're
phone
leaving.
call.
And what I want you to do is to go over to see where the path intersects the road there.
Where the sign is there a sign there that says I'm not allowed to be on that?
Where it's there, that's where you need to be.
Can you show me the
You're
sign?
delaying going.
I'm not.
You
What
are.
I'm saying
We
to you
are
is,
walking.
right, what I'm saying is show me the boundary. Show me where it says public are not permitted. Show me that sign.
I've never said there were signs.
Well, your colleague did.
Yeah, I haven't. Okay?
Yeah, right.
And it is quite clear that there is a boundary.
So-
and in any event, we're going around in circles on it.
Well, we are, because I need to come on and use that yellow phone in a
agreed
minute,
with
and I
one
should be
another.
walking back on without my camera and doing it.
No, you're not. You and I.
I've got a legitimate
agreed with
reason.
One another that we've just spoken about implied consent and how it can be rude. And you and I agreed with one another.
I agree with that. But-
So stop. Because signs or not, you have just agreed with me that that's how it
You're
works.
supposed to use a system
That's
called
where we
pause,
are.
right?
So.
Which is
You
what
you can make your way to this public footpath here. From there, you can do whatever to your heart.
This is public because the council put these double yellow lines in.
Stand.
That's a water board public facilities unit.
Yeah. And
This is public.
Acting on behalf of the landowner, I can escort you off. For instance,
Yeah, but this is-
supermarkets, again, non-contentious example.
Yep.
Supermarkets can ask you to leave the car park.
But you can't ask me to
because
leave public
whilst they
land.
might not own that land.
I'm on public land now.
You are now, yes.
Look,
you're
look,
outside.
look.
You can, from here,
That's public
Get
land
into the
because you
parking
wouldn't
tent.
have water
You are
balls.
just here
You've got no answer for
to
me.
get
You're
a
just talking over the top
no,
of me.
what I'm not doing is I'm not going to engage with you and enter into this debate about rights and wrongs and whatever you've come here to do,
Right.
because you just come here to test the waters.
No.
We're really busy. We're trying
Well, it
to
doesn't look
investigate
like it,
crime.
because if
No,
you're busy, you
we're
do
having to
something-
spend our time with you, aren't we? So we're really busy. It's a Friday afternoon.
I've stated that I'm not
We're
doing
trying
anything
to
nefarious. I've
investigate
got
some
no nefarious
crime.
intentions.
We're trying to
I
do
came in
far
to use
more
the yellow
important
phone.
things. No, you didn't. You were wandering deep within the confines of the unit. Anybody that will watch that will see. Okay,
Because it's
so
publicly
I'm going to
accessible.
wish you a good
You
day.
turfed me off, and I've said to you,
And
I've got a
that's
legitimate
right.
reason.
Right, and that's been removed. Now, so whether originally...
But
you
I need to
touched-
report a
listen,
crime.
listen, okay, have you got a mobile phone?
Yeah, I'm using it to record on.
Right, so
but I've got
what
no
you can
credit
do-
on it.
Right, 101.
I can't
or-
dial out on it. It's
or-
just a phone. It's got no
listen,
SIM card in it.
Or you can go to the nearest police station, because this is a headquarters.
But why is there a yellow phone
Okay,
provided for members
so
of the public to
Huntingdon
use?
Police Station, if you want to walk or drive,
I've just been down there. They let me on.
and right, so you've been there.
Yeah, and since then I've been assaulted
and
here.
you've needed to report a crime which you haven't done there.
Yeah, that's
so-
right.
so
Because the
you've
crime's
come
happened
here
between
to-
here and there, and here.
Okay, what crime was that then?
I've been assaulted.
Okay, by who?
Members of your police force.
Which ones?
I don't know. They refuse to identify themselves
Okay, but whereabouts?
outside the front lobby.
Okay. Are you happy to give me your details? And
I want to go and make a complaint to 101. I don't trust you as far as I could throw you, mate.
Right, okay.
You're just another tyrant who's just there to force. There's a
Okay.
public phone box which
Do
tells me
you
that
wish
public are allowed to use that yellow phone.
Give me enough details to raise a crime for you or not.
No, I'd like to do it on that telephone,
No,
please.
I've rescinded that, haven't I? We've gone through this. I'm not entertaining it
Because you think
anymore.
I'm up to what?
You can either disclose the details to me and I'll take a record of it, and I'll raise a crime and I'll provide you with the crime number, which can be investigated, or not. The decision is yours. You're not coming onto the land to do it again. You can use your phone, or you can
But I've
talk to
already
me
had
about it
permission
now.
from somebody else
Which
to
would you
say
like
that
to
I can
do?
use that yellow phone to make
Which
a
would you
report.
like to do?
I'd like to go in there and make a report, please.
You'd already gone past the yellow phone, hadn't you? The yellow phone is at the front of the main building.
Yes.
And you were past that, deep within the confines of the headquarters site.
Yeah.
So you weren't there to use the yellow
But
phone.
you know you're
Stop
in the wrong.
kidding
You
me.
know you're in the wrong because that yellow
No.
phone wouldn't be there if a member of the
I'm
public
going
can't
now.
use it.
You're
I bet you
absolutely
are
right.
because you've
We've
got no
had this
grounds to stand
conversation,
on.
haven't we? We've had this conversation that you have an implied right up until such time as it is removed. It is now removed.
Right, so if I
That's
go and
where
leave the
we
site,
are.
it's been removed, I'm allowed to come back on. You also understand that, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm going to rescind it for 48 hours.
You're going to rescind it for 48 hours.
Yeah.
That's just petty, isn't it?
Now, what's petty is having the argument about using the yellow phone, which you clearly were not here to do, having just been down, so you say, to Huntingdon Police Station.
Yes, about an hour ago.
Where a crime has happened in between.
About an hour ago,
which
yep.
You don't want to give me enough details for to raise for you.
No, because
No, so-
you're
so
not in
your
uniform.
options are-
You might have an ID badge.
Okay, so I've got my ID on me.
Yeah.
I'm not in uniform. I've just come off of that
I'd like
site.
to make-
I'm not in, right, I've told you. You
Can I
either ring
speak to
101.
your sergeant, please?
No.
Because you're I'm allowed to talk to your
am the
sergeant.
I am the sergeant.
Can I speak to your superior officer, please?
No. He's not here today, I'm afraid.
Can I
So-
speak to a more superior
No.
officer than yourself?
No, that decision stands. Would you like to tell me about the crime you'd like me to raise for you? Or would you like to ring 101 and do it on the phone?
I'll do it on 101 when I get home, but you're being a tyrant, mate, and you know you are.
I'm not. Thank
You
you
are.
very much for your time. We're leaving. Do not come back onto these grounds for the next 48 hours. Is that clear?
No, it's not clear.
Right. I think it is. I think you're being belligerent. So I'm going to wish you a
I
nice
think
day.
you're being
I'll
belligerent.
leave it at that.
I think you're
Take
being
care.
tyrannical, belligerent, imbeciles, personally. Walk of shame. Walk of shame, guys, walk of shame. Tyrants doing a walk of shame. Haven't even been clear where the barrier ends. I mean, look. British Telecom put them there on public land. Only at headquarters do you get this amount of grief. Walk of shame. Oh well, they're exposed. No need for that. Yeah, well. Not one sign saying this is private property and I'm not allowed on. Not one sign. Just don't like the fact I'm videoing in it. They're allowed to video themselves all the time. Tyrants. Well guys, oh, squirrel, wherever it is, a rabbit. Yeah guys, I'm going to call that it. I'm not going to push me luck, I've been removed from the site, so they've got every right to do that. Even though it's tyrannical. And I think we'll call that it. Please like, share and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell and icon. Law of Audits, out.
This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us. This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.